Okay, part 2 of the 7-part series of being a self-employed estate agent. Ian, we're going to ask who can't do this. And that's an important thing, because what a lot of people see around the industry is a huge recruitment drive on behalf of self-employed models, because everyone's got a vested interest in bringing more and more people to the party. There's a wave going through the UK of new self-employed agencies and agents, but who can't, shouldn't do this.
Yeah, well, we sat down yesterday for a really good long meeting with a self-employed agent who is working at a different brokerage, shall we say, and they'd brought in 4 agents to the business model, and all of them were no longer doing it. So there's a lot of people that can't, is the first part. I break it down when I'm having this conversation into 3 things. The first one that you can easily rule yourself out is finances.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't afford it and you're not able to get resourceful enough to find the finances, because it's not like you have to have the money in your bank today, but can you go and find £12,000, £20,000, 25, whatever you need to kind of bridge that first 6 to 8 months that you feel you will need from a bill paying perspective. Finances can strike you straight out if you don't have the ability to afford to not earn any money for a period of time, and you don't have the capacity to go and do a part-time role or whatever it may be, then ultimately don't do it. Go save and get yourself ready financially. So I think finances is the first one that rules it out. Skill is the other one. I still remember the conversation I had with a lovely gentleman that had been in the industry for a long period of time in another country, that wanted to do avocado self-employed. We had the Zoom call. So early on in avocado, actually, and he was financially ready, he was mindset ready, but he didn't have estate agency knowledge in this country. And I also felt he probably wasn't going to be skilled in how to market himself efficiently. The way that his almost business model was very archaic and old school in how he wanted to operate from a lead gen point of view. But financially, he was covered.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, you're not right for this. Don't do it. And then he went and did it at another model. And I remember speaking to him, I think it was about 14, 15 months later, and he was working in Wix, designing kitchens, selling kitchens for people. And he just said, I should have listened to your advice. I burnt through all my savings and it didn't work. So that's the ultimate case study. If the skill set's not right and you've not had enough experience, or you've not got the ability to lead gen or be resourceful with business, then, and get into the social media and the digital marketing part of it, that's the second one for me. Third one is mindset, which I know people will talk about in a wishy-washy way, but ultimately, are you lazy or are you proactive? Are you going to find opportunities or are you going to find problems? Are you a winner or are you a loser? You know, you can break it into whichever kind of category you want, but are you on the right side? Are you a shit magnet or a money maker, we say, don't you?
It's been my phrase for 4 years and I stick to it.
Yeah.
You can look at someone and within 10 seconds make a decision, is someone a shit magnet or a money magnet?
Yeah.
Based on mindset. Will they find problems in something, or will they find solutions? Will they find opportunities in something? And I'll openly say I've been both. You're not stuck with that for life. I've been someone who finds problems in absolutely everything, but I choose now to be the opposite of that.
It's a mindset thing which you can train yourself. You know, obviously the mind is a muscle. You can train yourself, and what we're talking about there is the ability to look at a situation and go, a good thing could happen next or a bad thing could happen next.
Yeah.
And it sometimes comes down to the people that are positive and negative. You know, it's as simple as that. Do you look at things positively or opportunistically?
Yeah.
Or do you look at them as that's going to be a problem? You know, someone could walk through this door at some point in this podcast and it could be good news or bad news. And you could really focus on one or the other. But we talk about like manifesting a little bit, don't we? It's like, right, just put it out there. If we need something, let's just fucking tell everyone. And then when we tell everyone, it will just manifest its way through if you do it in the right way. And that's happened, all the time in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Crazy, really. We say Alexa's listening in the office, you know, it is that, isn't it? But breaking that mindset down, the people that can't do it, what is that kind of ingrains in them? What's that bit that you feel kind of sits in them where they just go, and fail. It just doesn't work, or it's just not right for them, and they shouldn't even try it. What is that thing? Is there a silver bullet, or is it a training process?
I think there's a lot of things, but what I see from myself is I've got a bad habit that I'm able to forgive myself for not doing something and procrastinating over things. So if things don't go right,
Yeah.
I'll choose. You don't have to do the hard things all day, every day. You choose to do the hard things all day, every day. The grinding, the marketing stuff, the recording of the videos, the checking of your bank account, the doing everything. You can quite easily just go, do you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Mañana, I'll put it off. And the procrastination that I say is not having the ability to just get it done. We all know, you told me to eat the frog, I think it was
I
yesterday.
think that's Action Coach, isn't it? I think we learned it from Pete Laverdos. Eat the frog first.
I joked that I hadn't done one bit of our accounting work because I just don't want to do it today because it's the hardest bit. It's just ugly to do. So I did all the easy bits first. And lo and behold, I didn't do it yesterday. I've got it to do today, and we're recording this today, so I'll probably do it tonight, and I might leave it till tomorrow. And when you're running your own business, if you have that in you, you have to be very careful. And I never started my own business on my own because I'm very self-aware. I've got that in me. I will never forgive someone else for not doing something if I've asked them to do it. And if someone asks me to do something, I will always do it. But if I have to do it for myself, I've got the ability just to go, I'll just put that off.
Yeah.
So having someone else there who is dependent on me and their family's dependent on me and blah, 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 I will get that done. I don't know why that is, but I see it in 50% plus of people.
So do you think maybe if someone is relating to that it's not necessarily a case of they can't do it, but maybe they shouldn't do it on their own. They should find someone, which is where the duos come in.
Absolutely.
That we believe in.
Yeah, as a bare minimum, find an accountability partner who books in a meeting with you every single week, and you tell them the questions that need asking. You're brutally honest. You have to be honest to admit that you've got that deficiency in your person. I don't know what to call it better than that, but deficiency in your personality. And have those people go, have you done that? Have you done that? Have you done that? As if you're reporting into them, as if you're accountable to them, and you do it to them as well if you're on your own. Because honestly, running your own estate agency business on your own is a very lonely place to be if it's not going well. So you need someone there supporting you. We obviously massively promote duos because you have that cover, because you have that support, where if you're having a bad day, there's every chance your business partner is having a great day.
Yeah. We saw it in the early days, didn't we? We saw it in the first 9 months, the first 12 months, where I would have, I still remember that. I think it would have been the second exchange that we had had into the business. It was a big one. It was like $7,500 fee, $8,000 fee. And the sellers pulled the plug on it a week before exchange. We'd almost spent the money.
Yeah.
It was that concrete, and it didn't happen. And that killed me. That flattened me, really flattened me. But then at the same time, you came in the next day or that afternoon, and I'm sure you had 3 take-ons booked in. You just wrapped up 2 new deals. You were flying. You'd had the best day ever. And having that yin and yang as a duo, and you'd had the same. You'd had difficult ones, lost a couple or whatever it was, and then I was like, "Well, don't worry about it. We've got blah 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 going on."
It kills the bad mood dead.
Yeah.
When you go, I've just lost £8,000, and that's massive. That's like your next 2 months' pay slips.
Yeah.
Gone. I've just lost that amount of money. I saw it here, and it's gone straight through my fingers. And someone goes, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've just replaced it." You're over it in seconds, where you could spend the next few days wallowing around how you could have had £8,000 and you had nothing.
Yeah, because you might be a phenomenal business owner if you're financially not ready, but you could be phenomenal. Well, then can you find someone that is financially capable that's also looking for you?
Yeah.
If you've not quite got the skill, but financially you're ready, is the person I just spoke about the person to pair with? And if the mindset's not there, what is wrong in the mindset. If it's laziness and problem finding, etc., I don't think you're right to be an entrepreneurial business owner. But if it's, I know I've got the ability to procrastinate, or, you know, be not methodical in one way and over analytical in another way, but then you've got a really positive person next to you that needs your analytical skills, etc., then you could be a really good fit. It doesn't mean it's a no, it just means you need to find the complement to obviously your deficit there. So definitely something to think about in this kind of part is, are you definitely not right for it, or do you need to do it with someone? You don't see so many self-employed models doing it in pairs other than us, really, but we've almost forged pairs where we've gone, that person needs to pair with that person, because they'll be a different animal together. We've done it multiple times, and I'm sure we'll do it more. So that is who can't do it, part 2. Part 3, what does the agent actually get? And I think the best way to talk about that is what they get if they were to become an avocado partner, because we got a rough idea on what other models do, but roughly speaking, we wouldn't want to go on camera and kind of say what they do. So we'll talk about what the agent gets with avocado for their split and for our split, effectively. So that's part 3. Check out the next one.